Mr. Speaker, sir, reply to star question 134. A. Yes, sir. The scheme beautifications of Umiam viewpoint has been approved for an amount of rupees 200 lakhs, white letter number NOF.11015/02 16/2019, grant dated 06/3/2020 by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs against the proposal amount of rupees 700 lakhs. The proposal had the following components. Phase 1 civil work. A. Fast deck 100 centimeter. 1. Steel fabricated deck with staircase, amount 206.65 lakhs. 2. Chaos 45 numbers, rupees 30 lakhs.02. And 3. Elevators lift 2 numbers, rupees 27.14 lakhs. 4. Glass railings, rupees 9.20 lakhs. 5. Public convenience, rupees 30 lakhs. And B. Second deck 80 centimeter. 1. Steel fabricated deck with staircase, rupees 190.22 lakhs. 2. Food kiosk, rupees 26.89 lakhs. And 3. Entrance foyers, rupees 40.96 lakhs. And 4. Elevator lifts 1 number, rupees 13.57 lakhs. And 5. Public convenience, rupees 15 lakhs. And C. Supporting structures. 1. Landscaping and retaining walls with metal railings, rupees 22.59 lakhs. And 2. Developments of parking area with cobbles, rupees 10.21 lakhs. For non-civil works, 1. Solar street lights and bollards for landscaping, rupees 4.96 lakhs. 2. Signage, information and directional, 3.78 lakhs. And 3. Procurement of supporting infrastructure, furniture and seating benches, rupees 10 lakhs. And 4. Solid waste management and integrated sewerage system and site drainage system, rupees 6.60 lakhs. And 5. Water supply, rupees 6.26 lakhs. And total civil and non-civil work is come to 654.04 lakhs. Add contingencies, consultancies, labor cess and quality control, 8% total, it comes to 52.30 lakhs and grand total 706.37 lakhs. However, Mr. Speaker, as the approved amount is not sufficient to meet the above proposal, and as items of work are interrelated and partial implementation of the scheme, due to shortfall in the sanction amount will not meet with the objective of this proposal, and the scheme has not been taken up, and the department is now examining for a new source of funding for taking up of the projects. B. SAR does not arise in view at A above, and C. does not arise in view at A above.
Honourable Speaker, sir.
Yes, Bajo.
As the scheme has not been taken up based on reply to start question 134A, may I know the exact location, sir, of this proposed project, sir?
Mr. Speaker, right in the Umiam viewpoint that is called Rendang View.
So then, from the amount that has been sanctioned for 2 crores, has any amount been spent, sir, for development of that particular identified spot, sir?
No, Mr. Speaker, sir, actually I already replied very clearly in my reply, since we are sending for the whole amount, so now we are planning to take up this from the other source of funding. As of now, the 2 crore we didn't do anything, Mr. Speaker. Even the work we haven't allowed it because due to the short, I think in the reply is very clear. It's very clear that.
So then is it possible, sir, from at least this amount that is present with the government, at least the facilities, the public utilities required and parking space can be thought of, because it has become an eyesore, sir, to see people using the entire area there. It has become a menace sometimes and a polluting spot rather, because of improper public utilities and waste management systems and improper parking space. And sir, at night also that entire space people are parking there. So if some solar street lights also can be provided, sir, at least with this amount that is present, so that the other infrastructure can come whenever the funding is possible, sir. This is my request, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the point raised by the member is very, very important. So we'll try to get the scheme sanctioned. We'll try to get the scheme sanctioned at the earliest.
Mr. Speaker, sir, a very important location in as far as various interventions required to be taken up by the Department of Tourism. Now, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister in charge, since this project is proposed to be taken up along the road, which was considered as, referred to as GS Road, NH40. Keeping in mind the importance of this road and the associated problem of traffic jam, I think this is the bottleneck where we used to have these whole manners of traffic jam. Whether the department has had a proper consultation with the counterpart PWD department before taking up this program, and what is the setback being kept from the middle of the road to take up this project?
Mr. Speaker, sir, yes, the point raised by you is very valid. So all this decision will be taken into consideration. Obviously, we are discussing with the PWD department before we think of the projects. In related to this traffic jam, it's very important decision that all this consideration will be taken.
Mr. Speaker, sir, in view of this reply to my supplementary, may I then know from the Minister in charge the total breadth of the road, which is the property of the Department of PWD, which was subsequently transferred to MORTH, the total right-of-way in terms of the road coming from Umiam till Shillong?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think that is a new question. So anyway, for the required foreign members, so actually there is total road, maybe there is some road is 10-meter right of way, some road is 15, because exact right of way is not available with me, Mr. Speaker, since it falls under the road. But anyway, for the interest of the member, I'll get this information, I'll submit to his office.
Mr. Speaker, sir, no, why I have asked this question is because the Honorable Minister was also Minister PWD in charge when we were in the government. Now, before taking up any program along this road, it is very important for the department and in that respect for the government as a whole to know what is the actual right-of-way which is as per the revenue records with the PWD. Because number of infrastructures are coming along the sides of the road, which I'm afraid will be, most of them will be encroachment. Now, keeping in mind our problem with the traffic jam at this very crucial point as people enter the city, I think it is very important for the minister and the department to know this, so that the right-of-way in terms of the record available with the revenue department is maintained, so that in future you are able to expand the road.
Sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, therefore that's what I said, that maybe the exact right-of-way is not in use, so maybe not appropriate for me to mislead the House. So anyway, for the interest of the members, I'll get this information correctly, so I'll inform the other member what are the right-of-way right from Barapani to Shillong City, sir. Definitely I'll be done that. But it's a very, very valid point, what the other member did. It's a very valid point, because we need to take all this in consideration so that there will be no traffic jam, there will be no disturb for the public women. It's a very important suggestion, so the point is noted, all the point raised by the honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, sir, therefore, may I get an assurance from the government that all the concerned departments will sit together and look at this very important aspect of as to how much land is supposed to be there as per the revenue records and protect them in order to keep them for future widening of the road.
Sir, Speaker, will examine the matter. Definitely we have to do that since the notice has been brought to this House, so we will do this.
In the reply of the Honourable Speaker, he said the work has
Honourable Minister, not Honourable Speaker.
No, I'm talking to you, sir.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I will refer to him subsequently. So he has replied that the work could not be taken up for lack of sufficient funds to meet the thing. I have done a rough calculation, sir. And in my calculation, I have found that as raised by the honorable member from Umroi, certain aspects of this entire project can be taken up, especially the public conveniences, landscaping, parking area, and non-civil works, which comes to about 94 lakhs. So will the Honorable Minister, this is my question now, consider having a discussion with the architect who prepared this drawing as to ensure that without affecting the entire project, if these few aspects of the project can be taken up, especially that being, I raised this question in the House in 2018, the budget session also, whereby I said that the public conveniences, means toilets, are of paramount importance. Otherwise, they're going all over the countryside and using it. So for that, especially for the ladies, if that portion can be taken up without affecting the project, sir, may I have some clarity on this from the
Mr. Speaker, surely we'll do that, Mr. Speaker.
Process.
Mr. Speaker, sir, may I know from Honorable Minister whether that beautification of viewpoint, it belongs to Tourism Department or to the Dorbashnong Mauyong Rim, sir?
Mr. Speaker, sir, actually, maybe that is the record is not with me, but the tourism is implementing the project. So the land which Dorbarsong belongs, so I require notice for that.
For the information of the Honorable Minister, and I'm sure that from time to time he passed to from that viewpoint, because all of us we witness that some work have been already taken place, beautification of that. Railing we have already saw that completion, widening, some footpath also complete, even toilet also have been constructed. May I know from the Honorable Minister whether that construction, it is from this 200 lakh which have been received, or that from the state scheme they have been starting for the construction, sir?
Mr. Speaker, that is all projects. All project has been completed from the state scheme. Not with this project. It's all. There are 4 projects are there. 3 are completed already. It's from the state scheme, but all has been completed in all respect. That is all old project, not within this new one.
So may I know from Honorable Minister, because for the last, I may say for 4 or 5 years, we saw that in the beautification of that viewpoint, many of small shop has been come out, because especially those people who don't have any other job, but they're setting up a small shop. May I know for the last time who has stopped for that shop not to open or not to operate anymore, whether it from the Bashnang or from the side of the Tourism Department, sir?
No, I think, Mr. Sir, for that purpose, I think because of the COVID situation, I think the district administration look all this, not from the Tourism Department.
So last time, may I request, may I request Honorable Minister, see, because in that side, as a part of how to create employment for the people, because only those women who are setting up the shop there, they are very poor people. If the Honorable Minister, if he can instruct district administration to allow them again to open for the shop, that will be helping a lot for them, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, will examine the matter.